Okay, I've got the one floor in here. Got both my floor pieces cut out, and I glued one in here just to kind of show you how it goes. The real critical area that you got to look out for here is on the bottom side here. The end of the sheet has to come right to the edge of these slope sheet angles in here. The sheet that you cut will probably be a little bit long here. That's okay, just keep trimming it off to fit. And then I actually trim it. It's probably hard to see here, but when I get it trimmed just about right, then I sand a slight angle on here, and I make sure that there's no burrs on this floor. If you're making an operating car, you'll want to make sure there's nothing that the cola can catch. Even one little burr will stop it from flowing down. Everything has to be real smooth in here. So what I do is just fit your piece in the inside and bring it to the center there, and you can see how much it's got a little bit of trimming we have to do on there. And so we'll trim that off. Well, you can see there's our lines that we used to make the piece. I'd keep that to the inside, so try to remember which way is which. I'm just going to use this little straight edge here in my X-Acto knife, and I'm going to kind of even cut it at an angle here. This is kind of one of those times where you just cut and fit and cut and fit. But we're worried about that one more than any of the other ones. I'll show you what I do about the top seam and the seams where it meets the ends of the car here. We'll fix those up. Even if you have a slight gap, don't throw the piece away. We can get those all fixed up pretty easy. We're just worried about this one because this is the one that the door is going to sit against. And we want the door to sit nice and flat and nice and tight down here. Okay, I guess that one just about perfect right there. You can see it's tight. Do a little bit of sanding right here. The way I do that is I just come over to the edge of the table here. I've just got this piece of wood with a piece of sandpaper glued onto it, and just hold it on the edge. Make sure there's no catch on there, that all of it's smooth. If you have any burrs in the back, you can take them off so it sits nice and level. Don't worry about scratching up the inside with coarse sandpaper, that won't matter. Yeah, it looks really good. You can test it by taking one of the doors and setting it in here, and you can see it sits nice and flat with everything. So the door sits tight against the car. We got to make sure the door sits tight all the way along this edge here. So then I just take and we'll just glue that in, and I only apply glue. We're going to do glue on this, and this you don't have to worry about being good at it unless you're making a non-operating, or unless you're making a non-operating car that you want to look good on the inside. We're just right now just trying to get some glue on here. Make sure your piece is correct side up. Alright, there you go. Got the floors in there. You'll notice that this is got that slight kind of gap here where the two squares of the sheet meet, and we'll use some of that styrene to make like a cap angle on here. We'll do that next.